continue our talk with certified financial planner Grant van Zyl about medical aids and gap cover, because there may come a time when you have to go into hospital for a planned procedure, but the amount that your medical aid pays out is not equivalent to what is charged by the specialist, which leaves you with a shortfall. So that's where gap cover comes in. So Grant, what should one be expecting to pay for gap cover?
Yeah, so I think the entry-level sort of gap cover comes in at about 150 Rand per month for yourself and for your family. And if you want to go for the top of the range sort of option, you're looking at about 300 Rand a month. But definitely get hold of your financial planner to be able to chat about these different products to get a tailor-made option for yourself.
Yeah. Let's take it back a notch and just talk about medical aid. How much should I, as a young person, be looking to pay for medical aid? How much of my budget should I be setting aside for medical aid?
So I'm going to answer it in a little bit of a controversial way. When it comes to medical aid, you want to basically get covered for the bare necessities. So the things that you really need to be covered. So for example, it doesn't help you going for a comprehensive traditional plan that's going to cost you 4,000 Rand a month and you only go to the doctor once a year. So you really want to get to a point where you get the cover that you need and pay for that sort of cover and nothing more than that.
Yeah.
So what I find a lot with clients and stuff is they're wanting the top of the range option, but they don't necessarily need it. It's regardless whether you can afford it or not, it's about what do you need? What is your needs at the end of the day from a medical aid perspective?
And I'm glad you mentioned that as well, because a lot of young people are starting out their first jobs right now, not getting the biggest salary in the world, and they're thinking to themselves, how can I even possibly afford this?
Yeah. So, I mean, a controversial question back at that question is, how can we not afford to take up medical aid? Because we've looked at claim stats last week, and I mean, some of these claims are in the millions of rands. However, I'm fully aware of the fact that medical aid is not the cheapest item on the budget.
Yeah.
So we need to be aware of at least having the bare minimum, which is a hospital plan, a new generational sort of hospital plan that gives you cover for emergencies and planned procedures, just to make sure you're covered for those big costs.
Yeah, and then when you look at that, I mean, we've already spoken about gap cover. Should that be something that you're considering off the bat, especially because you're taking out a plan that only covers the bare minimum, because you don't visit hospitals very regularly, so gap cover is definitely something you should be
most definitely. I think gap cover will be a way more cost-effective solution than going for an option that gives you your 200 or 300% cover. Yeah, so that's right.
Grant, thank you so much. We'll continue this chat, of course, on your Feel Good Breakfast show after the break. 083 9133 728. Stay tuned. We'll see you just now.